Memors. We got a
Memors.
foursome today.
That's how you do it. It's the best way to meme is with friends in squares. Remember that,
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
This is
Meme
probably
sharing.
the new Foursquare. Remember that stupid app, Foursquare, where people would go places and then they'd check in and be like, I'm the king of Taco Bell. And then some asshole would be like, nah, I've been here way more. And then people were like, this is pretty dumb.
It was an early DARPA project when it came to social media.
Why would people check in? Like, are they fucking bragging how cool they are that they went to Burger King?
Well, also, why do you want people to know where you're at ever? I never want people to know where I'm at. Like, I have my location tracking turned off. I have my send message receipts turned off on my text messages. I'm like, I don't want you to know I've seen your stupid text.
I don't understand why people have red messages.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, like, why do you have that on?
Why would you want
somebody to know? Sure it's off for everyone, because sometimes it like turns on like randomly. And I'm like, oh, I don't want people to see that I've read their message and then I have to respond right away.
Yeah, it's like
speaking of
added pressure.
DARPA projects. What have you guys seen those like AI high school yearbook pictures that people do and post on Facebook?
Yeah, I wanted to do one to see if I could look like a 16.
I kind of want to do one too, but they're. I mean, you got to know they're just stealing all of your facial recognition data to set you up for some sort of downfall where you're.
Who cares?
It's all out there, man. Rico's blurred his camera by I think spitting on it by accident. Well, that looks great. That looks like you're in light jail, like a Tron.
I'd say I don't know what they don't have at this point. I'd like to hide it all, but I think they already know it. So
they don't have a picture of your butthole. Just wait until they do the old
once they
just contact us. We'll give it.
That's what cowboys. Oddly enough, every cowboy they have butthole prints on their IDs.
Yeah.
They're like, we want to make sure. It's like when you're getting your car and you use your thumbprint to identify so the door open. Well, he's on a horse all day, so it's his saddle's got an asshole, identification. Otherwise, the horse bucks you off.
Nice little donut print right there.
By the way, real quick. So welcome to Meme Wars, everybody. It's me and John and Rico's here. Matt is joining us, by the way, from the Burnin' Daylight podcast. So check him out. Good time.
Yeah, appreciate it. burnin-daylight.com.
Yep. And with no G, burn in.
Burn in. Yeah.
Cowboys don't put G's on the end of their
don't believe in it. It's against my religion.
So I titled this show Biden's Chin Balls. Did you guys see the old picture there of the president and his testicles ascended to his chin? You guys see that?
I haven't seen it, but I'm so excited.
It is.
I got a little video just to show it off here. It's a pairing of maybe the most famous meme of this year. There we go. Every time StreamYard changes these sharing apps like every 2 weeks and it looks different. It's so annoying. Anyway, here we go.
That mother back there is not real.
Holy shit.
I'm telling you, right?
Like what is happening with his face? Like I don't know. I don't understand. Is that
wow?
Is that plastic surgery gone wrong? Why is his chin literally hanging down with two distinct balls?
His chin bones are hanging down. I think that's where Joe's fangs come out when he drinks the blood of the youth. I think they pop out of the bottom of his chin instead of his teeth.
He's from like old coal mining country, so he's a little inbred, so his fangs just go downwards and they're on the bottom instead of the top. And maybe you may be onto something.
Here's another one. This one Jason Carrier sent me.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's got, and I guess Jack Posobiec had shared this initially, but it's got Biden's gross chin balls sideways on the Joe Biden bumper sticker logo.
Man, that's good. That's funny.
Do you think it's maybe because like normally when he's speaking, they get him on stage, he gets all hyped up on amphetamines that maybe his skin stretches because he's so, hyped. But this was after a long day, in Israel, he's traveling, so he's relaxed. They didn't get him shot up. Maybe that's it.
Maybe that's the real Joe Biden, and it's the doppelganger fake Joe Biden that doesn't have the chin balls.
Well, and he's over in Israel, and maybe they don't got the good Adderall over there or whatever they got him hopped up on. He had the. It is the Middle East, so I mean, maybe.
President Biden, you like disco? You don't like disco? Oh, your chin balls show, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see Trump's riff about whose cocaine it was a week ago? He was doing some rally talking about well, they got to pump him full of something. So he was insinuating it was Biden, Joe's. Fucking hilarious. And he's just pantomiming is this guy he gets lost on a stage, and he turned around off the wall. It's awesome.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I will say,
my favorite
though,
is still when he. Oh, sorry, go ahead, man.
I say it says a lot. It says a lot to me that Iran really doesn't want war with us, because you had that old fuck in Israel. You could have took him out, and it would have been the most opportune moment for Iran, because then you have Kamala Harris and no apparent third in line.
Yeah.
So it would have been absolute pandemonium, and they missed the solid opportunity.
Patrick McHenry? Would it be McHenry as the temp speaker that would have taken over if Kamala got taken out?
I will never call somebody with a bow tie my president. Fuck that.
It looks like Ralphie from fucking Christmas Story became speaker.
Oh.
The people running the White House would still be alive, and they would definitely nuke. They would nuke Iran in a second. They all cannot wait to nuke Iran. Yeah. They're like, Hamas attacked Israel. We must nuke Iran. Just jumps right to it. They cannot wait to nuke everyone. So taking out Biden would definitely facilitate that.
They wouldn't even have to take him out. Just if it was just a perception that they were trying to take him out. If something blew up 20 miles away. Oh my God, they're trying to kill the president.
I'm surprised they haven't killed Biden themselves and blamed it on Iran or Russia. And just,
the false flag action.
Yeah, someone it wasn't us, so it must have been them. Oh, yeah. Nuke them.
Well, speaking of, so we're doing meme war. Speaking of nuclear war, as you know, I'm involved with the LP Twitter. I'm not the only one that runs it, but last night, Biden gives his speech, and it's a late speech. It ends at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, we'll put a statement out in the morning. But we posted a meme, which was just a meme was hey, you ask for more government, and it's a bunch of cops spraying, pepper spray in a girl's mouth. And it's this is what you get. Here's your more government, right? Very popular meme. Daniel McAdams, Ron Paul Report co-host, and it tweets raging. How dare we post a meme when we're on the cusp of World War III? Now, number one, memes are very powerful and potent. We're doing this show for a fucking reason. And number two, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? We can't post a meme because Biden gave a speech confirming everything we already knew, that he's going to give more money and he's going to do happy talk and he's going to sell us out to Raytheon. Dude, we've been talking about that for fucking weeks. Tell me what Biden said last night that's going to get us into World War III more than everything that we've already done.
I know. We've been on the cusp for 2 years.
Yeah, it really pissed me off. And he's like, memes? Memes? It's asshole.
Did you give him an okay, boomer? I mean, that'd have been a perfect response.
I gave him essentially the response because I responded to it. I didn't respond from the LP account, but I was like, hey,
fuckhead.
Yeah, I wanted to say that. No, I said, well, we're going to issue a statement later today saying what we've been saying for the last few weeks. It's I told you guys. I was and I said, tell me exactly what part of his speech hurt you. Tell me what part is going to cause World War III. And then he's like, don't you have anybody on staff that's a foreign policy expert? And then I tweeted at him the links to volunteer and to donate, which I can't take credit for. Carrie on our team was like, send him these links, and I was like, I will send them. I'll send them right now.
Foreign policy expert and the libertarian. Okay. Okay, pal.
Yeah. We have 8 of those on staff because they've all done so great. All the foreign policy experts, by the way, that get paid to be on staffs, they've done a great job for people. They haven't completely bankrupted America and fucked everything up and got us into wars. What a clown.
We consult with Nikki Haley before making any foreign policy decisions.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
Matt
we got a meme here
McKinley
from Matt.
filling in perfectly, really picking up where Odie leaves off with the and then absolutely saying nothing. Great job, Matt.
Yep.
You're one of the team.
Yep.
You fit in seamlessly.
Well,
You and Odie should have a podcast called Open Mouth Nothing. Open Mouth Sound Zero, something like that, where it's just you two going back and forth, both starting to say something, but then
You would just
Sound,
be,
the sound
just be a podcast with no sound. It would just be no name.
Yeah.
It would just
it would be
be
an ASMR pod, the most popular libertarian ASMR pod, with you two just slowly opening and closing your mouths.
Boy, it'd be a lot easier to edit. I mean, it'd be really easy to edit. But yeah, this I don't know where I found this one, but it made me laugh. I shared it to my story the other day, and it fits perfect. Yeah, just two countries having a war, and the U.S. is let me in, and it's so perfect.
Rico, I presume you have no memes to bring to the table.
You nailed it again. I'm here to comment.
Yeah.
And talk about things that aren't meme related.
Excellent. All right, Odie, you want to go?
I've already gone once. Do you want to go? I can go again.
Well, so have I. Actually, I have another one to share, actually.
Oh, you had your Biden, that's right.
Yeah, I had my Biden, but I have another one to share. Don't worry. I have one. This one really cracked me up. This is a fucking fantastic meme. Yeah. So everybody remembers, this one was shared by our friends over at Punk Rock Libertarians, but it's got a Disney Pixar poster, and it says "The Reasonable Man," and it's a cute little old man, all dolled up and colored pencil, looks like a Pixar poster you'd see, but he's building the killdozer. I love it.
I don't know.
Nobody else resonates with that.
I like it. I saw another one where it just said Pixar presents Killdozer, and it was a similar one to that, but. Yeah, I like those.
I think Reasonable Man's funnier though, because it perfectly encapsulates that this guy's not crazy. He's just a man trying to defend his rights.
You guys seen this one here, the old Star Wars meme with Ben Shapiro? And my favorite is
click it so it gets bigger. Click it so it gets bigger.
Favorite is Kamala as Chewbacca.
That's great. Wait a minute, is Ruth Bader Ginsburg Darth Vader?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
How old is this? What?
Or is that somebody else? Like, who else could that be?
Why would Ruth Bader, was she a big pro-war Supreme Court justice? I don't remember.
I mean,
that
is Ruth Bader
Could they not think of anybody else to be Darth Vader? I mean, John McCain, for one, would be good.
Charlie Kirk's pretty funny because his head's massive.
his teeny little face in the middle of that giant head. Who's Leia? I can't tell who Princess Leia is.
I can't tell either. Is that a man or a woman?
Ben Shapiro's Luke.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's a man or woman either. I don't know. They'll lose me on some of these faces, but the concept is hilarious.
Yeah, they could have done a better job of it, but not bad.
All right, Matt, you got one?
Yeah, it's not a meme, but it's a hilarious headline.
Whoop. Trying to pull it up for you. Are you hit?
I'll not hit it. You hit it. You hit it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right. Greta Thunberg deletes I Stand With Gaza social media post after critics claimed stuffed octopus in photo could be viewed as an anti-Semitic symbol, as she says the toy helps with her autism.
What the fuck is going on with this world?
I don't know, but that's the best headline I've read in quite some time.
What is Hamas's symbol like the old octopus for Spectre or something? Is that why this is anti-Semitic? I don't understand, because the octopus is not a shellfish, so it's not like they can't eat it, right?
Right.
I don't get it. I don't get anything about it.
It looks like the Mario squid that squirts ink on everything when do.
Yeah, dude. It's adorable.
Why is an octopus anti-Semitic? I guess
that's what we're trying to figure out, man.
No.
That's what I'm trying to look up right now.
And the FBI kicks in Odie's door. We saw you Google that octopus and Jews. What's going to come up is a bunch of Jewish porn featuring women getting fucked by octopus. I hope. Octopi.
we were
you
looking
ought to
up.
be grammatically correct in your porn searches when you look for that kind of stuff.
All right.
Looking up
I'll share my screen here with this.
All right, let's see.
You can't read the thing on the. Maybe you can. It's pretty small.
This is the reason that
propaganda cartoon by Joseph Plank, warning of a worldwide Jewish conspiracy. The cartoon depicts an octopus with a Star of David over its head and tentacles encompassing a globe.
Huh.
So some obscure cartoon thereby means an octopus. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently so. It's just like, every number is anti-Semitic too. 16, 92. All the numbers from the Lost bunker, anti-Semitic. The Jews never forget. They never forget a number. They never forget an octopus.
But she is autistic, so is it unreasonable for us to expect her to know that? I mean,
or is she more likely to know it? What if that's her power of autism, that she's just everything that's anti-Semitic she knows, so she can go really granular.
That's what Matt's saying, that we should expect her to know that because she's autistic.
I don't think it's unreasonable to expect her to know that. As
she's like
as a
Ken
fellow
Jennings,
autist.
she just knows everything.
Yeah. Rain Man, she's Rain Man of anti-Semitism. She's like, yeah, you can't use Hasbro's Easy Bake Oven because that's anti-Semitic. All right.
It's like, Greta, I expect more of you.
It's a good concept.
I expect more of you, sweetie.
I'm going to call Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise. I'll see if I can get him on board with this.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise probably doesn't like you. Oh, I call him Mel Gibson. He'll do it.
Oh, yeah. Not a
Mel
fan
Gibson's
of the
Passion of the Thunberg.
Well, if this video wasn't going to get us...
Isn't there a Passion sequel being made? Like maybe the next time Jesus is carrying the cross, all the people throw octopuses at him.
Yeah,
in the crowd. That would be funny.
I was gonna say it'd be funny
Downey
if
Jr. to play Greta Thunberg in this movie, though.
He's so skinny,
but in the
now.
style of like Tropic Thunder,
Yeah. Well, now that he's a vegan,
method.
he's so frail, he could probably pull it off.
Yeah.
Man,
Rico, hold on. I gotta say this. What I was gonna say about the Passion of the Christ 2 would be if it's anything like a marriage. It's like Jesus is like, I'm back. Who wants to crucify me? And you're like, kind of tired. I've had a long day. I don't know.
Well, you do know, Brian, that Jesus
the flame's gone. And Jesus, it's just been it's been a couple thousand years. We've just been together too long. I don't know if I'm into this anymore. All
right, so if we, if this video wasn't already demonetized, we're going to ensure it right now with. This is actually, this isn't really funny, but it's pretty insightful. This is from the Drinking Bros podcast. This is NFL player, I think it's Derek Wolfe, talking about. Well, I'll just play it. It's pretty good.
And to hear a coach get up in front of the whole team in a training camp and tell guys that are like fighting for their job, this is their dream. They've been dreaming about this since they were a kid. And imagine you're like,
that the people in Gaza deserve respect.
If there's a guy that has the shot and a guy that doesn't have the shot, and you're the same skill level, the guy with the shot's getting the job.
Yeah. So they all fucking did it. They
made that fucking clear.
They all did it.
So they all did it out of fear of not making the team.
Did you end up taking it or no?
Fuck no. Then the vaccine.
Nice.
Love it. There's got to be lawsuits there. I'm surprised that professional sports teams haven't been sued.
I'm shocked. There's no way a coach actually got up in front of the team and said that.
There was, I think Urban Meyer said it publicly. I'm pretty sure he said publicly that if I have the same player, I'm taking the one with the shot.
Well, I think, but it was in the context of the NFL suspending or not suspending, whatever it was, like where they had rules where if you had, if you tested positive but you were vaccinated, you would get back quicker. So I think it was in the context of that, which I guess is still kind of the same thing.
I don't know. There's a lot of those NFL coaches that are just pride themselves on brutal honesty. So I could see it happening. That was clearly their position. So I could see it. I could see some, like a Harbaugh or somebody. I'm not saying him in particular, but like somebody who you'd expect to just scream at their players. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Making an example.
This has nothing to do with any politics, but I thought it was pretty hilarious. From the dad, which is a very funny account, This guy, Kevin, says men will bury their emotions for decades and then take it all out on children tubing while they drive the boat. Very, very accurate. If you ever had the pleasure of driving a boat, dragging a tube behind it, oh boy, it is fun to try to whip those fuckers around.
That's the best. And it doesn't even
really,
matter.
just really injure them.
Somebody says, "You take it easy on me." I don't want a rough ride. Like I don't even hear that. Like
No.
it just doesn't even comprehend it.
Don't get in the water then, pal.
Yeah, you know what pissed me off? So I was at this bachelor party and we did the lake, and I'd been to it before for my one buddies, and the boats were way faster pulling the tubes, and we went back to the exact same place about 8 months later, and they totally nerfed the boats. Like they must have capped the RPMs because you could not whip people on those tubes. Like before, you get off. My arms, my body, my everything was sore for 2 days from riding that fucking tube and holding on for dear goddamn life. There was people like falling off. It was like scenes from Cliffhanger. You're grabbing people by the arms so they would stay on the tube and not be left behind, flying off into the waves. Then they fucking pussied them out.
If you want to knock everybody off, all you do is you just go in a circle
into another boat
5 or 6 times. You get this huge just ball of water in the middle, and you just cut the middle of that circle and go right over it. They'll go flying.
Head injuries.
We didn't have any water where I grew up, so I had very, very little time on a boat.
Dude, born on through the sand. It was terrible.
Have you seen the movie Dune? I was born on Arrakis. That's why I have these beautiful blue eyes.
You should get some inflatables and tow them behind your horses. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Those horses would catch their ass and get that. So anything inflatable is gonna. Yeah, horse thinks he's gonna die.
Matt just has to put down 8 horses that day. broken leg after broken leg after broken leg.
Horses are surprisingly fragile. They like you can have an old mama cow that will you can run her right through a barbed wire fence, cut to shit, and she'll live no problem. Throw a nice calf, and then you have like a high dollar horse that gets a little scratch on their leg, and then it gets infected and they die.
Damn.
Yeah. Horses they're fragile.
That's why I've always called them the pussies of the prairie.
There you go. I like it. Good alliteration.
It's a bumper sticker.
Just put it in like a nice soft pastel color. Yeah, it'd be nice. Be nice. Yeah. I like it.
Anybody else have any more memes for us?
I got one here. It's also non-political.
All right, let's see it. Odie.
Is that it?
There we go. Okay. There we go. Cute couple costume ideas. And it's the whore police officer from, I think it was Memphis, and then a dude dressed up as Thomas the Train. And I think the dude's pretty interchangeable from what I understand.
I don't get the run. I guess if you're using a condom, it's not as gross, but I just don't get the whole running a train thing. I don't get the whole like banging a porn star and like, like as soon as you know what I do? I'd be like, okay, I'm in. And they're like, all right, draw numbers out of the hat. And I'd be like, what am I, number 2? I'm out. See you later. Whoops, gotta go.
Why does like, Brian always leave the gangbang?
You can't keep doing this. We need 50 people. You keep fucking this up. Like, I don't know, man. I gotta go. I got a dentist appointment.
But the guy in third, he's like, well, I guess it's one less load I got to deal with. So cool. Thanks, Brian.
Oh, it's so nasty, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just even if you're wearing a condom, at that point, you're still getting a gallon of pubes stuck in or a gallon of cum stuck in your pubes or running down your sack. It's disgusting. No, thank you.
Never put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah,
now I know.
Until now.
Brian wrote a research paper on it in college.
Which was censored, by the way, like anti-climate change papers, censored by the powers that be by Big Porn and Michael Mann at Penn State. You didn't realize that was his other major, porn studies.
Boom.
Hey, Forest Mommy. You came in right at the very end. We're just about to wrap this shit up. Hi, Forest Mommy. Everybody vote for Forest Mommy if you're in her region for voting.
Where's she
What
at?
region is that?
Fucking
Colorado?
Off the top of my head.
Somewhere in Colorado?
Somewhere in Colorado. She could type it in. Type it in the comments what your region is. I'll tell people to go vote for you. But yeah, I don't know. It's like that things that keep me up at night. Guys who take part in the gangbangs and guys who comment on porn star sites. Like why? Why you're creating a profile, commenting, and it's like on a lot of things, whole conversations. Like why? What? You're just leaving more evidence. Arvada, Colorado, guys. Arvada, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
You're just leaving more evidence behind that you've, number one, partaken in this, and number two, what are you just stopping mid jerk to be like, you know what, her right nipple's a little lower than her left nipple, and not a fan. Like, what's what? That's not. I don't think that's really her dad. Oh, okay. Thanks for weighing in.
That should be our next podcast. We review user reviews.
That would be funny. An entire podcast built around us reading and reviewing people's comments on porn sites about porn stars. Dude, that's a great idea. I think we just figured out what we're changing. We're changing the boring podcast.
There's going to be instead of watching, I'm going to have to watch other stuff instead of 90 Day.
What's the Watchers slogan? Who watches the Watchers?
Yeah.
Who watches the porn watchers?
Well,
I think it's a terrible idea, but I can't help myself
I
from
think it's-
grouping upon it. What you
think
would
it's
do
hilarious.
is actually bring on the commenters to talk about their comments.
Oh yeah, they're going to come.
yeah.
With a voice modifier and a blurred face.
If you're
That would be
psychopath
great.
enough to do that,
really like incest porn, and I decided to call out bullshit where I see it.
Well, it might be the only way you get Ted Cruz on the podcast.
Rico, I can't hear you. You're not on a microphone. Your fucking earbuds don't pick it up if you block them up.
Anything.
Oh, what are you laughing like a little Asian girl?
I was scratching my lip and I started laughing and I had to move my hand away.
I don't know. I think this is a great idea.
Somehow
At least you should do
hack
at least one episode of it. We should do.
Somebody should hack McConnell's Twitter account and then just retweet really graphic porn with like those porn comments. Be like, one breast was bigger than the other, 4 out of 10. And just like all day, just retweet graphic porn from all of the elected officials' Twitter accounts.
That might be when he zones out. He's probably mid-sentence. He's like, did I leave my laptop open logged into Pornhub?
Or
Then he
he's
snaps
looking
back
at
into
the
it.
reporter and he's like, she's wearing a silk bra. X-ray vision.
And then his little turtle comes out of his show. How much? Okay, last question, then we'll wrap this up. How much would you pay to see Mitch McConnell's cock? Just out of curiosity.
$0.
I'd pay something. I'd pay more than zero.
If it's at the county fair in a tent, like $5 to see, fuck it, I'll throw $5 in, just for
would you pay
curiosity's sake.
$10?
Probably not.
I'd go 10. I'd go 10 to see.
Well, I mean, Brian already.
Are you in for
already-
20, Brian?
No, 10's I think my limit, but
10's
I
okay.
would
I
pay
mean,
something
we
to
found
see
the
it.
limit.
I'd pay something to see it, just so I could laugh. I mean, I'm sure.
Like,
it's
I'm probably
tiny.
not going to be disappointed at the $5 level because I'm like, you're either going to be impressed or you're going to laugh, one way or the other. But $10,
Oh, it's definitely so
I don't
shriveled
know.
up. It's probably in his stomach now.
You know what we should do? We should, they have Lenin in his glass coffin. We should do that for politicians, except you don't get to see any of them. Like, they black it all out.
Just
except
see their dick.
Oh, the 1 foot around their cock. You see
This
that little
is who
shrivel-
I was getting my mark.
This is Washington's
Yeah.
hammer.
This is my representative. This is
For all time, you could go visit their grave, and there's where they're buried. You just have this like glass bottom boat right on their cock, where you can see their little shriveled dicks for all eternity.
I mean, it'd be a big boat
That's-
for Fetterman. You know that Mongoloid's packing a hammer.
he has.
He probably is.
He has the lumps down there that probably make it bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just his dick is just giant goiters. Anyways, this seems to be.
Yeah, all right, we can
Podcast is
wrap
taking a
it up.
turn here at the end.
Taking a turn for the best. All right. Subscribe everywhere, guys. Lions of Liberty Network. Follow us at Lions of Liberty. Of course, we're on Rumble. We're on YouTube. YouTube, we are still unbelievably shadow banned. So you have to hit notify to get it. I was talking about, by the way, real quick story. I was talking to my dad. His videos, he makes these little golf videos. It's like old man golf videos with some jokes. They get like 35. Yeah, some of them get like 3,000 views. Right? He's got nowhere near the subscribers we do. And he had one video with a controversial guy that does woke or watch or something like that about movies. And he's like, it's getting no views. What do you think it is? And I was like, oh, because you're censored now. You're you pissed off the powers that be. I was like, we have like 6,800 subscribers. You get like 100 views a video. We're fucking so shadow banned. It's out of the ass. But anyway, make sure to hit notify if you want to see these videos.
Yeah, well, thanks to the powers of AI, though, we're going to be putting out a lot of short videos of our content on YouTube and on Instagram. So when I did that a few weeks ago with YouTube Shorts, I got one that got, I think, 3,500 views.
All right, nice. So we figured out a workaround around the censors.
Nice. Well, send me the info on that. I'm going to try that as well.
Yeah,
do
I
it.
will.
And check out, of course, Burnin' Daylight, burnin-daylight.com, right? And it's good stuff. It's Matt and a horse and politics and sometimes women. But not at all at the same time, unfortunately. It'll be much more popular podcast.
No, we try to limit the women. You know, we're still very old school.
Far more horses than women involved in this.
Yeah. Yeah, so we do a little bit of everything. We're gonna scroll through me and a horse trainer named Cliff Schatt tonight. We're gonna scroll through a Facebook group called Nonviolent Equestrians. It is it's like the woke horse lady mob, and it's
nice.
It's quite entertaining. So anyway, yeah, burning daylight on all the socials. You can find me, Matt McKinley, any of that.
I bet that guy had a rough high school. You said his name is Cliff Schatt?
Schatt. I heard
Cliff
that too.
Schatt. Yeah.
Cliff Schatt. It's like when somebody calls Moe's Tavern. Is anybody here Schatt? Anybody here Schatt? Awful.
All right. See you next week.
I hope he got married when they tied the knot, his wife went, "I shat myself." All right. Bye.